Hello everyone and welcome to the first video in my intermediate Python series. We're going to start by learning the different types of function arguments, and then we're going to talk about args and kwargs. So there are three main types of function arguments. There are positional arguments, keyword arguments, and default arguments. So I'm going to create a function. So add is going to be its name, and then it's going to take two parameters, x and y, and it's just going to return the sum of x and y, so x plus y. Okay, so now when I call the function, I'm going to write first the value of x and then the value of y, right? So I'm going to do that, print, add, and x is going to be 10, y is going to be 60. And the computer knows which one is the x and which one is the y because of their position, meaning that since we wrote first x and then y in the parameters of the function, the computer knows that this first argument is going to be the value of x, and the second one is going to be the value of y. So now imagine that for some reason you want to define y first and then x when you're calling your function. So to do that, you can just use keyword arguments. So you just specify which one is the x and which one is the y. And those are keyword arguments. And now imagine that you want to give a fixed value to the parameter y. So to do that, you can just specify the value of y directly in the function. Y is going to be 50. So now you don't really have to define y when you call the function because it has already a default value of 50, and it's going to print the sum. And make sure to write the non-default value first and then the default value, because otherwise you're going to get an error. But if you assign a value to y anyways, that's going to overwrite the default value. So y is actually going to equal 40. So that's going to give me 100. Okay, so those are the different types of arguments. Now let's talk about args and kwargs. So you can create functions that take an arbitrary number of positional arguments. And to do so, you just have to write asterisk and then args in the parameters. And now let's return sum of args. Sorry, args, like that. And then you can create an indefinite number of arguments like that. Let's just run that so you see I'm not lying. And that's going to give me 230. You don't have to call it args, but it's a conventional name, so I would recommend you do so. And it's that simple. Now you can pass in any positional arguments you want. You can also do this with keyword arguments with the parameter kwargs. So kwargs, and you have to write two asterisks. So now let's add some positional arguments in there. So 50, x is going to equal 80, and let's print kwargs in there. Print kwargs, like that. And then when I run this code, this is actually going to return a dictionary with the positional parameters as keys and the assigned arguments as values. Okay, so that's it for this video. If you have any questions, as always, don't hesitate to ask. Thank you for watching. I hope it was easy to understand, and I'll see you in the next one.